Hi everyone. So let's discuss today the quick revision of the marketing management. Uh, Marketing management is actually, it's an important session. Marketing management means the organizations, actually everyone is the only department in the business organization which actually brings money into the business organization. Therefore, marketing management is really playing an important role in decision making, and especially in every organization. This is the determinant factor of the success. The success of a business will be determined by if you ask what are the measures of success, market share is one important measure of success, and the sales revenue also one important factor. So market share, the number of customers, sales revenue, everything actually determined by the success of the marketing department. That's why we say the success of a business will be influenced by the quality of its marketing and how elements in the marketing mix are combined. So marketing is a very important department which can do magics. I'm calling it magics because marketing department, if you are thinking about every element like from product, place, price, promotion, all that four piece, the marketing mix, and also other things in market segmentation and also the market positioning and everything. It's really important. It always add value to the business. Right. So let's go to the first chapter we are covering here, the market research. We talk about the market research. Mainly, it's kind of a organization actually before you do something, before you actually working something, they'll do kind of a market research. So here, research we can define as a process of gathering, analyzing, and presenting market information to the public of the marketing department. So there are certain methods are there. We can do the market research. Market research can be done primary as well as secondary methods are there. So we are going to discuss what are the primary research and what is the secondary research. Before go to that, we are going to find out what is the purpose of market research. Again, is a market research purpose is to actually involve, gather, and analyze and present the information regarding the market. So because information is the power, because market research is giving some kind of like information to the decision making. Based on that information only we are going to all that the forecasting, predictions, analyzing everything. Before we make a decisions, we have to take a scientific decision making is always based on the facts and figures, the numbers. Therefore, market research doing a great role when you're collecting information. So this is a definition of their collecting, analyzing, and presenting. We can say GAP, gathering, analyzing, and presenting information to the goods and services as a market research definition. And mainly we talk about the its advantages of market research. You can identify the gaps in the market, which is like there is demand and services, the gaps in the market, and you can reduce the risk of the business failure. You can reduce the risk of the business failure by doing marketing, and also you can inform business decisions about that, and like pricing decisions also you can actually you can create by using the marketing, because everything actually marketing management is the key. So we are finding out mainly there are two methods of researching, primary and secondary. Primary means is something we call field research. The definition is gathering new information that does not already exist. We use the questionnaire method, right? Questionnaires can be given by like a writing, or it can be online questionnaire. It can be like a postal survey. It can be telephone interview. So different things are there, different question and answering sessions. So all that answers we are going to analyze it. We're going to record it. So we talk about that also. It can be do postal way, telephone, or a personal interviews also is possible. So everything comes under questionnaire. But nowadays questionnaires are very famous from online survey, such as we are using like online surveys like social media, everything to get the information. So therefore, for market research, so social media also playing a huge role in market research, because large amount of customers we can contact directly through the social media these days. And also with regards to the focus group, the second session of the market research is a focus group thing. The focus group actually it's called consumer panel, is a method that business organizations actually collect information by group of customers, like a target customers. They are inviting to their business premises, and then they are giving the sample to test. And that sample, the people actually consumers, they try and they are giving their genuine opinions for the business marketing department. So after that, they can take that ideas and then they can modify the product by taking that considerations, and they can go for the mass scale production or commercial production. So this is the definition of consumer panel. Just go through the expensive method a little bit because you have to pay money and it will well organized function. That's what. So group of customers.
Sir,
Yes.
so focus groups are primary research or secondary research?
Primary. That's why, like we say, coming under primary. So second method, questionnaire, focus groups, observation, test marketing, everything primary. So we are collecting by ourselves, business collecting by ourselves. We go to market and collect this. Focus group also same. You invite some of the customers, and then, yeah, for example, if it's a business who doing like a mother's, let's say a baby's product, you can call mothers to come, and then they give and you can give that sample product, and they can give their ideas to develop the product. Observation also, like we can use like observation. We can observe the customers, especially in supermarkets, in shopping malls. We can do observations like using technology also, like CCTV and all. So test marketing is another method that we can give free samples, and then we give like services and free samples. We can give like a test run trial period, and then if they satisfy, we can actually have them. Like test marketing is also another primary research method. So during the test marketing, we can that restricted geographical area can be tested before do a large scale production. So if the product is successful, we can continue. Right. Those are the main 4 methods of primary research: questionnaire, focus groups, observations, and test marketing. And we are going to the other one, secondary research or desk research. We call the definition this collection of data that already exists. So these are the methods of secondary research from business website, competitors, internal data, government publications, commercial publications, and media. We can define these are the main method of secondary market research. So this case is very easy to get the information because it's already exists. Like only thing you have to just Google and see. So a lot of informations are there, business websites are there, media. You can see audio, video, commercial publications. So many resources are there. If you want to find out about something, we can do small Google, like a small market research, and we can came to conclusion. Okay, like what kind of a difference is there really. So one of my friend did a market research recently, like regarding like prices of Sri Lankan essential goods in supermarkets and the same goods in UK supermarkets. He found out that the Sri Lankan like essential goods which cost here about 5,000, 6,000 rupees in Sri Lanka, cost like UK about like 22 pounds, which is like similar to like 6,600. There's only like just 1,500,000 difference is there. And he realized in his conclusion, he came on the point like that is like in UK, like 22 pounds is like just like a 2 hour, 1.5 hour pay. That amount it's like a 1 hour, 2 hour payment in UK, 22 pounds mean. But in Sri Lanka, that amount 5,000, 6,000 means sometimes you have to work like like a 1 week to get that amount. That's a difference of the country. He analyzed the situation in the payment methods and the country's cost of living. Cost of living wise, actually there is not that much difference in the Sri Lankan context and the Europe context, but only the payment system. They could easily afford that kind of a goods easily by doing a 1 hour, 2 hour job. But for other people, like that amount to earn like 5,000, 6,000 will take long time. That's the conclusion he came. Like that's why he mainly did that by using a business website like supermarket websites of UK and Sri Lanka. Like that he conducted research secondary. Like so we can say it's a secondary research because he used business websites, right? So that's right. Competitors, internal data, government publications, commercial publications, everything. Okay, and data can be defined into qualitative and quantitative. The definition of that, like data based on the like can be quantified, like expressed in numbers, numerical, we call quantitative data. And if data cannot be numerically, say like based on the opinion, judgments, and views of the others, we call qualitative data. So qualitative data is like opinions and conclusions, like based on the like their sometimes political views. It can be based on their like views and taste and different thoughts. But quantitative means facts and figures, easily analyzed. And if I talk about this one, market research, the role of social media in collecting this one, like mainly like you can see so many parts of the questions. We can see the social media connection in a lot of questions. For market research question, social media we can see as a means of communication. Social media we can see as a means of market research. Social media as a means of promotion. Social media is everywhere nowadays. So these are the main benefits of social media: broad reach, like large number of customers, millions of people around the world can connect, and ability of targeting, and free or low cost, personal, fast, easy. These are the main benefits. When you're going to analyze question for 6-marker, you should at least give these 2 points and you should explain with the context of the case study. If it is a 12-mark question, you should say the good side and the bad side of the social media for market research or something. So 2 good points and 2 bad points. So 2 bad points of the social media for everything, market research, everything. These are say the broad reach, ability of targeting, and free, low cost, personal, fast, and easy. However, the social media problem is there is no control. So anyone can manipulate your data, and the computers can easily access to your data and information. There is no privacy, and then it can be data also. The informations can be manipulate, and then it can be like sometimes damage the company's reputation. Data, the loss, the risk of hacking, everything we can say. Okay, and then that's market research. Mainly, these are the main important points of the market research we talk about. So we are going to next point. We talk about the importance of marketing. So on the importance of marketing, we mainly discuss about the like marketing, how to build up the like product orientation, market orientation, how to build up the customer relationship, how to calculate the market share, right? How to analyze the market and what is a niche market, the definition of niche market, definition of mass market. So everything we discuss under this heading, the importance of market topic. Therefore, let's go and see what are the things that we cover. In this lesson, we mainly talk about the markets, the definition like a niche and mass market. Market is any arrangement that allow buyers and sellers to communicate and trade goods and services. It's a definition, but you can say like it's any set an arrangement where buyers and sellers interact, right? So, and the marketing definition is there, identifying customer needs and satisfying them profitably. So, marketing not involving actually advertising, it involves so many things. We talk about at the end of this marketing process. It's a process. It's a managerial process of a management process. You can see definition of identifying, anticipating, and satisfying consumer requirements profitably. This is the proper definition of marketing, according to American Association of Marketing. Under satisfying customer needs, we talk about how to satisfy the marketing customer needs. We have to do a market research in order to identify. And before we satisfy, we have to identify what they need. So we have to do that market research. Should be reliable. You must identify their needs and wants first of all before you satisfy them. And then sometimes if you cannot do a market research, at least you can anticipate. Anticipate me, you're thinking, okay, these people would like this kind of product. Like sometimes, you can't do a market research, but you can predict. That prediction we call anticipating part, right? And we talk about some techniques of building customer relationships, like certain techniques, because customer is a key of success, increasing market share and all. We talk about this 6 method of key customer building techniques, like personalized communication, like you can individually, you can message, you can say at least birthday greetings, anniversary greetings, and likes certain things, New Year greetings and Christmas greetings, such so and so, and say thank you at the end. So that's another important, like a method of linking with the customer relationship, because they are saying with the good heart, okay, thank you at the end. And also know your customer, KYC, know your customers mean you have to identify the customer background, do some kind of background check, we call REN check. Sometimes do a background check about the customer, whether the person is actually, what kind of characteristics he holds, what are the values, what is his background, and all, because it's important always before you reach to a customer's, know his background and reach, because different customers have different backgrounds. And connect regularly means, like always, like at least once a week, sending them a message and reminding them that they have promotion or something. right? Connect regularly. We call keep in touch, right? Keep in touch basis and build trust. Like that's the most important thing. The connection, the relationship will be based on the trust. So you should always win their heart. Like always give quality products, right? And do not involve with some kind of activities which actually tarnish your reputation, right? Build your trust and take, right? Complain very seriously. If someone complaining, take it seriously and attend that. So these are the main techniques. We give some points when you're doing a business. You can apply these things. And customer loyalty programs we talk about, like how to the methods of techniques to retaining your consumers, like using reward cards. Because sometimes it's like a supermarket, they're using loyalty cards, and free gifts. Sometimes they're giving with the products. You can see free gifts always to give some kind of like a motivation to purchase that. And charitable donations is a method that you can maintain your PR, public relationship also. You can involve in donations you are giving, and you have to give it like a public like donation. And partnership deal, which is like an organization like loyalty scheme, American Express, or with a credit card company and with another supermarket. They can like two companies actually, a hotel or a credit card company can give a good offer time to time. People would like to go and use the service or product with the credit card offer like that. Partnership deals. So these are the methods of building the techniques of the relationship techniques building. And other important concept we have discussed is the product orientation, market orientation. If we mainly think about the business focus on the design, the quality of the manufacture, it's rather than the needs of consumers, we call the product oriented, which is it's very old techniques. Like we can see like a Ford T model and all, they only think about the product. But some products are there originally product oriented, like medical equipment, like a surgical gloves and surgical equipments, and especially medical like drugs and like medicines. They are product oriented, which fit for the quality, fit for the use, fit for the purpose. Uh, Market oriented is totally different. Market oriented means you design the product according to customers' wish. You design the product according to customers' need, right? You ask it before from the customer, what kind of a pizza would you like? What kind of topping you want? What kind of a design you want in this furniture? What kind of a interior you need in this vehicle? You can ask it from the customer before you give it. That's market oriented. So some products are there product oriented, some products are market oriented. So you should know the difference between that, the difference of market oriented and product oriented. Right. So, and we talk about the market share calculation. You can see like our past papers also, we see a couple of questions, calculations for two markets. Market share calculation is a formula you should memorize, like market share definition equal total product or business sales over total sales in the whole market multiplied by 100. Right. So you can see some MCQs as well as some two market questions. Market share calculations are usually there, right? So you should know what is a market share calculation. And in analyzing a market, we should think about the size of the market. Sometimes calculations can be come to calculate size of the market. For example, total consumers in the market is this much, and this much is female, this much is males. Calculate the amount of calculate the percentage of females in the market, like that. So like that, different market size calculations can be there apart from market share and the current growth rate in the market. Sometimes you can see 2017 this much of sales, 2018 this much of sales. What is the growth rate? Like that, you should know the percentage increase decrease calculations also according to that, or giving a size of the market. You say okay, 17% of the market is making in the consumers are females. Okay, calculate the number of females. Or they have given can give the number and you can find out how much is the percentage size of the market. So different. I think simple mathematics. I think you can manage a normal two mark question like that. Current growth rate, year-on-year analysis, the growth rates and the number and size of the business currently operating in the market. These things. So social, political, technological, factors which influence the market, like analysis questions, evaluating questions. Sometimes they are asking what kind of things actually demand this change because of these things, like social influences, political influences, technological things, environmental things like pandemics and all. Must be able to analyze in a given situation what has happened. What has happened? Why this business failed? Because of, we can see like Kodak failed because of they actually haven't adapt to the their business not adapt to the changes. Like they are always in the analog technology. They haven't used the digital technology like that. So you should know this. And also important concepts: mass market, niche markets. So you should know the definitions. Mass market definition, the very large markets in which products with mass appeal are marketed. A niche market, a smaller market, usually within the large market or industry. You should know this definition. Definition of market share, definition of mass market, definition. So everything when you're studying for the examination, so you can go through the subject vocabulary thing, glossary thing. So make sure you should know this every definition for 1 markers, right? And also for 12 markers, you are when you write starting, you have to write the definition. Therefore, definition sections are important. So what are the questions you can use definition? In defined questions and 12 marker questions. You don't need to use the 9 marker question. Definitions we don't need for 9 markers. Only just a 2 advantage, 2 disadvantage. 12 marker, you should start with the definition and then 2 advantages, 2 disadvantages, and the conclusion. Okay, so mass market, niche market definitions are there. You should know. Small markets are the niche market, like a smaller market segments. And we talk about finally what are the changes? Why responding to changes in the market? Dynamic markets are there always, like people have to take decisions on certain dynamics like changing customer needs. Consumers become better educated than more sophisticated, like COVID improvement, like customer needs are changing. We talk about that. This is one responding because customers become very alert and very vigilant because of the technology. So they know what they want. They have all the 100% information in the market. And influenced by social habits, influenced by fashions and changes, influenced by technology, these things. And also market will change due to the changes in the consumer spending pattern. Once there was like a 12 mark question there from here, like changes in consumer spending pattern, how will we evaluate, how will we impact for this business? Changes in spending pattern, you should know that kind of whatever the case study. Changes in consumer spending pattern can become for a 6 marker. Also analyze how consumer spending pattern will influence this. So some people are spending more on these days for luxury items, like those days, rich people want traveling and entertainment and hobbies also. But when the consumer income goes down, they are mainly spending on the only the essential items, goods and services only. Increasing competition is another trend in the market, like competition is increasing, the multinational companies also rising. And competition puts business under some pressure coming from the pressure groups and the competitors. It's another trend in the market, right? So that's the end of this chapter also. And third one, we talk about the market segmentation, the segmentation chapter. There we talk about mainly the segmentation, what are the types of segmentation, definition, and different methods of segmentation of target customers, and mainly their advantages, disadvantages, and all. So business can be segmented in different methods. First of all, what's the definition of market segment? It's a part of a whole market where a particular customer group has similar characteristics. Market segment, right? So that's another important definition. Market segment benefits are there. Why they need a market segment? Like sometimes segments are important, like to actually increase their revenue. So segments can important, like they can fulfill their customer needs and wants like very productively. Segment is important to maximize the profitability of the business. Something like that. Segment is really important concept. So under that first method of segment we discuss is a location segmentation or geographical segmentation. Based on the city and the region, we can segment at the market. And after that we discussed that demographic segmentation, like mainly based on age, based on gender, based on income, social class, ethnic origin, we can segment the market based on the demographic segmentation. Very popular method. Some businesses target market is some certain things. For example, product like some perfumes mainly targets particular gender. Some products like ladies handbags, shoes and cosmetics, and even fashion items for mainly gender basis segmentation we can see. Sometimes income wise you can segment, the example like a vehicle market, like high income vehicles, middle income class, like, social class. That's also important thing. The class is determined by how much the wealth the person actually possesses, and based on that, they have a deviation of the social class. And then based on that, they actually target some consumers based on that class: high class, middle class, and working class. And based on ethnic origin, sometimes like what is your background, what is your nationality, ethnic origin, where you come from, your beliefs, like rituals, traditions, culture, norms, everything. That was another market segmentation, such as religious beliefs and everything. We can see ethnic origin. Some halal food is a good example for that. And religion is another benefit like that segmentation method. So we talk about that some with the nice example of like Toyota and all. And so you now know there's two methods, geographical and demographical. The third and final method of segmentation is the based on lifestyle segmentation, no psychographic segmentation, based on your hobbies, based on your values, and based on your beliefs, right? So television broadcasts like that, fine dining restaurant based on your taste. Some people like animal lovers, some people like environmental friendly people, like some people are vegetarian, some people are music lovers. They have some different cultures they are following. Some people are music lovers, animal lovers, sports lovers, like psychographic lifestyle segmentation. So some business products are targeted based on those needs. Example: organic food, adventure holidays, fine dining restaurants, television broadcast, everything. And finally, talking about this concept, the benefits of market segmentation. You can use a product differentiation. You can use different market segments. Like sometimes mentioning same thing. Toyota vehicle is there for upmarket and middle income earners, and the low income groups also. There are different vehicles they target, right? Even the BMW also same. Mercedes also, you can see S class, C class, E class, like that. They have dividing their markets products according to their customer needs and social class. And we can see the BMW Mini vehicle is a good example for that, like how they actually differentiate their product. Consumers will be more loyal to the business because of that. Second advantage. Third advantage, you can avoid the wasting promotional resources, wasteful circulation of message. Promotional costs can be reduced, no? And finally, some business can market wide range of product, like different customer groups you can target, like product portfolio, like Boston metrics and all. You can make out of that large amount of customers you can cater, and you can increase the market share and revenue and the profitability at the end. So that's the third lesson we discussed there under market segmentation. And also in our, we are going to start the quick revision program today. Now we are going to introduce an important concept called product mix. Like under marketing mix, 4 P's we discuss: product, price, place, and promotion. And the product mix is mainly we mainly discuss about the these things like what is the marketing mix definition, development stages of a product and differs between goods and services, role played by the packaging, imports of packaging, and the product life cycle concept we identify, and product portfolio analysis like Boston metrics also we discuss. Right. According to that, what is meant by marketing mix? That definition of marketing mix is important. Sometimes the MCQ questions can be there. What is marketing mix? Like what is 4 P's? Right? You should know the definition and the what is ingredients of marketing mix. The elements of a firm's marketing that are designed to meet the needs of customers, often called 4 P's, include product, price, promotion, and place. Product, price, promotion, and place. So the revision program today, actually I'm doing until product and price only, because promotion and place mainly I'm targeting after next week, because mainly this revision program will be designed up to pricing. Okay, so in good marketing strategy, you should have a marketing strategy will be have good elements of the marketing mix. That means marketing strategy formulation, you should mainly focus about the product designing, product pricing, product positioning, distribution, and the product availability. So product, price, place, promotion is the formula, the elements of the marketing strategy or marketing mix. And that we talk about just one product development stages. Before you actually introduce some product into the market, you have to develop that product. We call it product development stages. So I actually make a mnemonic code out of this. Remember, GADTC. The main 5 steps are there. GADTC. Remember, like good afternoon, daddy. and take care. Remember GADTC, this nice mnemonic code I have taught you, GADTC, test marketing commercialization. So this thing you can easily memorize. When you're designing a product, first of all, you should do the good. For G stand for the generating idea, market research method. And then after you know analysis mean, you can say analysis like you can actually particular product ideas you can draw up, and then you can analyze and select the best idea, and you can actually make some kind of marketable idea, like technicality possible, like suitable product, suitable idea, you can actually legal idea you can select. That's the analysis point. Developer no daddy or development stage, we call the product prototype development, like doing some kind of a simulation experiment, building model, prototype, initial testing. This is called the like a model building development stage, or R&D stage, like a lab experiment, like testing on animals, human trials and everything. If you are making a whatever the perfume item, cosmetic item, it can be a vaccine for COVID-19, you can see they are doing these things. Even scientific method of product development stages are these things: idea generation, analysis, and development part. So development takes long time because you have to do lab experiments. Some products it will be like especially like a cosmetic drugs items, like like vaccines and everything, it will take some time because you have to do animal trials and then human trials. Then only you can actually successfully do it. Then it's test marketing. You can do a test marketing. Finally, take care thing, you can see test marketing, T for test marketing, small section of the total market, you can do some trial. And then only finally care or commercialization means, like you can do a large scale advertising, and you can see large scale distribution. Like now you can see a lot of vaccines are coming, millions of vaccines. I think I heard up to like June this time, you can see about 2 billion population already vaccine right now, which means like it's, if we have 8 billion population, it's like a 20% of our, like a 2 out of 4, 2 out of 8, 1/4 of the population already in the globally have vaccine. So it's a good achievement. I think in order to get rid of this pandemic, the best thing is, I think, if you can increase the number of people who get vaccine, at least 50% of the population, I think it will be gonna be great. And we talk about the goods and services, the easy part. Goods and services differences: goods are tangible, services are intangible. So goods are perishable, like services non-perishable. Goods can be stored, services cannot be stored. Example of goods and services we talk about: goods are like essential services, goods like biscuits and the cereals, and all services mean financial services. It can be salon, it can be school, it can be university, healthcare, hospital, right? And we talk about this topic packaging also. PACKAGE, the benefits of package derived like that. P for protection, A for attraction, E environmental friendly, C cost effective, I information, you can see, D for design, convenience, like that. It's the benefits of packaging. You should know what are the benefits of having a packaging. So it gives kind of like attraction of these colors. Why Coca-Cola come with the red color, right? Why this is important? It shows attractiveness, right? Because of the unique attractiveness, this logo and everything, right? And finally, we talk about mainly the product life cycle and Boston metrics concept. Product life cycle means, DIGMST. There's another memory called dog in the garage making sandwiches for dinner or something. DIGMSD. You can see David in the garage making sandwiches for dinner, something. So D for development, product development, again R&D stage. Introduction stage, like that's a like test run stages. And growth stage mean you are going to sell all over the world. Like a growth stage, become very popular in the market. And then it comes to the maturity and saturation stage, like when the product become peak level, like long established product. That stage we call maturity stage. And then it comes to situation, the product sales going to drop, we call decline stage. And we have extension strategies that we can, this is a stages, diagraphical, like you can draw this kind of a thing. Sometimes they asking in MCQ, sometimes what is this stage? So in Edexcel papers, you can see very famous question. Should know what is this stage. So you can see it's like a mountain stage. Top of the mountain is a maturity, and you can see this is going down is called decline stage. Here it's called development stage, no sales. Introduction is like a beginning, And growth stage is a steeper point of this called the growth stage, and come to the summit of the mountain we call the maturity stage, and then we call saturation. Saturation means turning point when sales dropping. And we have another strategy called extension strategy, the method that used to prolong or lengthen the product life cycle. Some products are there like that, they're using this different product life cycle, different methods are there. Some products have a short life cycle like this, and some products have long product life cycle like this. Right? Some products are like fashions and everything, going, coming and going. But some products are there still there, like Coca-Cola. They take long time and then like they are evergreen, like products like Panadol, that brand name for paracetamol. You can see after product positioning in the consumer's mind, it's there, like still maturity. Everyone knows that thing. Everyone have the brand loyalty, everything. So people are like that. So some products are like that always. Some products have a shorter lifespan, some products have longer lifespans. So we talk about the extension strategy. Like extension strategy means like how can you increase the life of product? Like you can change the packaging, you can do more like these methods, finding new market, finding new use of products, new product range you can develop like that. Different strategies are using. Just go through these strategies. You should know the definition of extension strategies and what are the methods they are using to extend the product life cycle. Yeah, so when you go into the final model of this, you can see the managing and reviewing the product portfolio. Boston metrics is a 2x2 matrix. You can see describe the products according to the market share and they enjoy and whether the market has any potential for growth. We call growth share metrics. So this classified, these symbols can be changed, right? So it's not always, star is not always here. So always keep in mind, like always growth and market share. So whatever the axis, that also can be changed. Market share not always is vertical. It can become horizontally also. So whatever high combination, both high, we call it star product. High market share, high market growth, star. And opposite side, other extreme is low market share, low market growth, that is growth stage. Growth stage. And if you have a high market share but low market growth rate, we call cash cow. And high growth potential but low market share, we call the question mark, or sometimes we call problem child. So what is the method who introduced this model? The Boston Consultancy Group, BCG metrics, that's why we call BCG metrics or Boston metrics, the USA. So this gives kind of what is the advantage of this metrics, this model. You can classify, if you have a diversified product range, product portfolio, you can actually categorize, you can classify your product under that. Like if you take the Apple, you can see, okay, iPhones are star products, like iPods are dog product, they are not using anymore. Laptops and tabs coming under cash cow. So if like a new model, like an Apple car or Apple watch or something, new products comes under question marks like that. So you can classify under different cages, like this kind of 2x2 matrix under different headings. So we can have different strategies we can formulate for different products. So star product, this is star product, we are using harvesting strategy. This is a dog product, we are using divesting strategy, like always product, like a dog product, we call kill the dog. Like products no need to promote anymore. All right, it's a decline stage, like Apple Nano iPod, you can see they suspend their production because no use of product. Right? If you have a cash cow product like high market share, use the cash cow product, which is more popular. Harvesting strategy again we are using, take the milk from the cow and then utilize that money till money generation. This money, the cash, you can utilize for the development of star and the question mark. Question marks we are using investment strategy because these are the future stars. Problem childs, so question mark, because high growth potential, but still market growth is market share low. Therefore, investment strategy is the best strategy. So like that, we can formulate different strategies. This is the main advantages. You should know how to draw these metrics and their features. That's it. Yeah, so that mainly we talk about today, this quick market revision, marketing, these topics. So other things actually we mainly discuss about the pricing strategy finally. Pricing also, this session we talk about mainly cost plus, competition-based pricing, promotional pricing, penetration pricing, and skimming pricing. Right? If you analyze the power saver, you can see so many like 9 markers and 12 markers are targeting, especially including calculation question from the pricing. Therefore, it's very important concept and important topic, pricing. So we can see here, you should know what is meant by this pricing, different strategies and their main benefits and drawbacks. Under pricing strategies, factors affecting prices are, these are the factors which affect the pricing. Once you pass up a question, it counts, analyze 2 factors which affect the pricing of that product. These are things: marketing mix, pricing objective, government taxes, competition level, competitors pricing, and also consumer perceptions, and mainly the cost of production. So if cost of production high, price also high. Government taxes high, price also high. Like this concept, you should know the factors affecting, at least 2 factors you should memorize. And cost plus pricing, we talk about adding a percentage, like definition, like I say, adding a percentage or markup to the cost of producing a product, and to get the price is the cost plus pricing definition. You should know mainly how to do it and what are the advantages and disadvantages. Get the cost, calculate the percentage like 16 to 25%, and then 15, and 60 plus 15, that is 75. Like that, it's an easy method of calculation, but main disadvantage, they ignore the market conditions and competition and everything. They are ignoring that part. So you're only just caring about the profit margin. So it's easy to calculate, and they guarantee the profit margin. So those are the good points. Penetration, we talk about, is a method that you're using, introducing a product to the market with a low price. And then when the product is successful, then you're introducing it to the others at high prices. That's called penetration. So penetration pricing's advantages is you can establish a market share, large numbers of consumers you can have. However, people will be thinking it's an inferior product. Therefore, because cost is low means people judging product as a low cost product. Therefore, it's cheaper product, inferior product. That's the thing. But you can get a high market share and you can establish in a competitive market. The opposite of penetration is a skimming. So skimming also we discussed, penetration and skimming goes together. You can see like skimming means a situation they are using a high price, like skimming or creaming method, where the people are using, especially for like technological product. Main advantage of skimming pricing, you can see it's you can get the early adopters, like high income you can actually target in the beginning. You can cover your research and development cost. Early adapters like rich people you can target, they can earn high income and high profit. However, the disadvantage of skimming is, it is sometimes a lot of customers do not like to purchase at high prices. So low market share only you can expect from skimming. And other method like competition based pricing, like pricing strategies target based on other rivals. Very easy method, easy approach, because you have to just think about the prices charged by other rivals only. So therefore, there is no competition happen because you are going in line with their products. So a lot of competition will be reduced and people will start coming you, and you can actually highlight your product with other factors, other aspects such as quality, customer service, and so on, right? Other one is a destroyer pricing or predator pricing. Competition-based pricing is like that, based on competition of the market. Destroyer pricing, predator pricing means some kind of a method, like little illegal method. Sometimes it's a temporary period we are actually, sometimes we are doing, but aim is to actually the competitor pricing, the destroyer pricing, predator pricing is to drive out the competition from the market. So that is sometimes in some countries this is illegal, difficult for rival to compete, but this is happening for multinational companies. They are doing this. This is called predatory pricing. However, predatory pricing will now have a larger market share. If the strategy works, some rivals would eventually leave the market. That's what happened. So these are the main methods and tactics we discuss. Skimming we talk about with the penetration. Skimming or creaming, you should know. You already know what are the good and bad of skimming. Let's go through. And promotional pricing. So competition-based pricing, promotional pricing is two different. Those also comes together. Promotional pricing tactics are these things: giving discounts and sales. Psychological pricing like 99 without giving 100, give it to 99. These are the methods. And loss leader pricing. These are the three techniques that we are using for the competition promotional based pricing strategies. These are the number of reasons that we are using to get rid of the stocks quickly, sales and not 50%, 20% off, like that, generate some quick cash, generate like a renewed interest of the existing product, give some kind of a encourage brand switching and everything, these things. So just go through these things, especially discounting and sales, psychological pricing, loss leader pricing methods and everything. So if it's a question about 9 marker, pick one option. So take that one option, give 2 advantage and 2 disadvantage of that. Right. So that's all about pricing we discussed there. So in our calculations and 9 markers, 6 marks can be expected. So only place and promotion we are going to discuss in another session about the place and promotion. So today we are mainly discuss about the market research, marketing, marketing mix, and product and pricing. So I hope this marketing revision will be helping for you for all aspects. So from that, I'm winding up my today's session. Thank you very much. Right.